there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who have subscribed to my channel, and yeah, it is a pleasure to read for you. Today, I'm going to do another dashboard reading so that we can have a look at the energies presently surrounding you or in the nearest future. Energies that will come to you so that spirit can help you navigate your way through it. So we will have a look at your life in general, love, and finances. All right, finances, career, or studies. All right, so as a form of an energy exchange between you and I would like you to please focus your gaze on the decks in front of you or the crystals atop them, and whichever one calls out to you the most, please select that pile. That way, your intuition will be working with mine, and we can get a more accurate reading for you. Okay, so for group number 1, we have the Kawaii Tarot, or this blue Celestite. For group number 2, we have this Aura, Spirit Aura Quartz crystal. Oh my gosh, I forgot, but yeah, Aura crystal, or the Mystical Medleys Tarot. For group number 3, we have this beautiful clear quartz crystal and the Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot. Once you're ready, I'll meet you in your readings. Okay, so for group number 1, if you have selected this blue Celestite crystal palm stone and the Kawaii Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Please be reminded, my readings are timeless. So whenever you find this video, that is when you are meant to receive this guidance from Spirit. Also, these readings are all general, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't fit your situation, no need to worry about it. Maybe select a different pile, or maybe in the future it will resonate with you. Okay? Alright, so asking Spirit for guidance for this dashboard reading so that we can guide you presently or in the next coming days. Thank you so much, angels and spirit guides. Truly grateful for your presence, protection, and guidance. Asking Archangel Metatron for your presence as well. Please help me read for group number 1. What do they need to know most right now? Group number 1, Spirit. We have, is that the same card that fell earlier? I don't know. We have the King of Cups. We have the Chariot. And we have the World. Okay, so for your life in general, I see that, you're moving forward to success, okay? You feel like maybe at some point in your life, you decided to gain as much wisdom as possible. So it could be that you're mastering something. I don't really know, but that's the energy that's coming from the King of Cups. Sometimes you feel like, it becomes overwhelming for you, this thing. Maybe you are taking up, I don't know, maybe masters or a PhD, or perhaps really perfecting your craft, and you were quite uncertain that you will not get it for reasons unknown here, or not provided in this reading, but obviously you know the reason why. But Spirit is saying that you are moving towards this goal with such strength. Okay, I see you gaining the wisdom that you have been needing or have been really aiming for. Okay, you're gaining the knowledge that you want or that you desire to move forward. And with the Chariot here, it just goes to show that you are able to move forward or take the reins in your life. Okay, the Chariot is a card that speaks of direction, and I feel like you are really fully kind of like claiming your power with the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups is someone who's known to, this is someone who has mastered their emotions and their feelings. And I feel like your biggest message right now is to really take control of everything, and whatever challenges that you might be experiencing, whatever it is that you feel like everything will end and it's not going to happen, you are being asked to pull back. Okay, whatever negative thoughts you're thinking right now, Spirit wants you to put an end to all of that and pull it back, because we have the World card here, and the World card is a card that speaks of completion. So I feel like you are going to get your desires or your goals. It is coming for you, but the ultimate message here is to take control. Okay, take control. You should be like this cute little frog here and, you know, control the entire thing. Because the only way for you to find success and to move forward is when you surrender. And when you surrender, you're actually letting go of control. I know that's counterintuitive, right? But by that way, you are actually allowing your higher self to kind of like take the reins. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense, but that is the download that I'm getting right now. Another thing that I'm being pointed towards to are the butterflies here, which means that you're also somewhat undergoing a transformation. Perhaps it was difficult for you to let go of control before. So I don't know. This is really conflicting energies. Maybe there are two different energies out there, but really take control by letting go and trusting the process. Okay, we have the lotus flower here, and as we all know, you know that the lotus flower can germinate, the seed can germinate after thousands of years. That is how resilient the lotus flower is, and it will bloom despite the nasty, muddy surroundings. And I see that moving forward for you. Okay, whatever troubles you are experiencing right now, it's all coming to an end, and the completion of your goal is at hand. Okay, in terms of life, in terms of love, what is happening for group number 1, Spirit? We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. Okay, so, group number 2, I see you being anxious about something. There must be something that's keeping you up at night. The Nine of Swords is a card that speaks of anxiety, trauma, depression. There is something that you have been fearing for a long time, and I feel like it's keeping you stuck, okay? Whereas the Two of Wands speaks of your plans moving forward, like coming up with a plan or coming up with an idea of how to get yourself out of the situation. And with this koala showing up here, I feel like it is your deeper self or your inner self that's kind of like really pushing you to move forward. Because as soon as you decide to let go and you make a plan to get out of the situation, because you will not get out of the situation until you decide to do so. Do you understand? It is all up to you. It is your decision. It is your motivation for yourself that will really pull you out of the situation. But if you continue to allow yourself to dangle there, with all of those swords just waiting for you to puncture you, it's like the anxiety of this panda falling down there. It's like forever on their minds, right? And I feel like you constantly have been living in such fear of, I don't know, abandonment maybe for some of you, or fear that you've already found something, you have invested a lot in this specific person or specific relationship. It's not always love like romantic. It could also be platonic, but I see you're afraid to move forward. But the Two of Wands here really speaks of you kind of like opening up to different horizons, or looking up at the horizon and deciding to make a plan and move out there and test the waters, so to speak. And what is happening for you after you've done all of that, after you have let go of this and you have decided to move forward and allow yourself to get out of the situation, like really make an action plan to get out of the situation. The happiness, the Sun card, the happiness that you have been looking for a long time is going to be welcoming you and greeting you as you step out of this energy. Look at the contrast of the colors here. This is dark and gloomy. Well, it's still cute, but that is what the message is, telling us. Whereas with the Sun, it's all bright and beautiful, and you will have the happiness that you deserve, okay? You will get it so long as you decide to start making a plan. Because if you were just out there sitting at home, dwelling in your own misery, then you are not going to find the happiness that you want, okay? Perhaps you're allowing yourself to dwell in misery, and that's the reason why we have the Nine of Swords here. Because as you can see, the panda is like, this panda is incapacitated by their own fear, okay? But you have the option to, like, for some reason I'm being drawn to like the sticks here or the branches here. Like this panda is just hanging on one branch, but the koala has another branch here. So I think it signifies you have the option to move, and as long as you decide to move, you will find happiness. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else for group number 3? Oopsies. In terms of their finances, career, and studies, we have the 8 of Coins, Justice, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, I see you, somehow it ties in with the life part. I see you mastering your craft. I mentioned that already, and I feel like you have been working on this for a long time. You have been, I don't know, maybe you could be in the arts, maybe even literally a shoemaker, or has something to do with fashion, just because I'm being drawn to the mouse here, sewing something. But I feel like, what is needed for you right now is to find balance. Okay, you could also be, the Knight of Swords is a card that speaks of action, right? So I feel like you could be doing a lot of action in this. I feel like you have done your part in terms of mastering your craft, and the balance that's being called out here is for you to actually put that theory into action. you know the Knight of Swords also speak of haphazard behavior. So just be careful with what you do, and make sure that there's always balance in everything that you do. Okay, the Justice card speaks of um, just really balance and fairness. Okay, and I feel like you also need to be fair to yourself. Like, if you have been kicking yourself in the head, like, okay, I've mastered this, I've already graduated, I've already done all of the things that I need to complete this work, why am I not getting that promotion? You just have to find that balance. Okay, perhaps you do need to take an internship, or perhaps you need to somehow I'm getting like study vibes or education vibes, academic vibes in here. So take it how it resonates. But if it's work related, I feel like you could have put in a lot of effort in the theory of what you're doing. Like, you've put in you've done the research and all of that, but what comes next is the action. And I feel like just balance things out. You can't be super focused on one thing, hyper focused on one thing, without doing the action. Do you know what I mean? Like, walk the talk. Okay, that is just what I have for you in terms of your finances or career. Overall advice for group number 1, Spirit. Oh, okay. Feeling gloomy. Be present for your present moments. Okay, a lot of time as well. Not everyone experiences this, but I guess maybe we do. It's just that some people have, they do have better coping mechanisms. But I feel like, somehow it ties in with everything. Okay, whenever you feel gloomy about something, it could kind of like derail you. Maybe that is something that perhaps you could be focusing on something, right? And then you feel like, oh my gosh, it didn't go my way, or it didn't happen the way that I hoped it to happen, and that kind of like gets you. And when it does, you kind of like separate yourself from the situation, that you end up losing the moment, you end up losing the pearls of wisdom that were given to you. That's the reason why things didn't go your way, because you needed to learn this thing first, or perhaps you needed to acquire this skill first. So instead of being gloomy for things not going or happening the way that you wanted them to, try to seek the lesson in all of those things. And I feel like you really need to be present for the present moments. That is what is saying in the card. And how it ties in with your reading, I just feel like experience the pain. Like, for this one, experience the pain while you are in it. Okay, but do not dwell in it. Do not allow yourself to ruin a perfectly good day just because you remembered a bad memory, or because you realized you failed on something, or because you realized that whatever research you have done or whatever studies you have done, you haven't really accomplished anything, in the sense that you haven't really haven't found a job yet, or just be present. Appreciate the things that you have now, and with appreciation comes this signal from your frequency that you're ready to accept more blessings. Okay, that's a download. So there you go. That is your reading, group number 1. I hope this resonated with you. It's a little bit, I don't know, so many different energies are coming in. I haven't read in a long time, but I hope this helped you in any way, and if it did, please let me know in the comment section below, or perhaps subscribe to my channel for future readings like this. Thank you so much, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye. Hello there, beautiful beings from group number 2. If your intuition guided you to select this Aura Quartz cluster or the mystical Medleys tarot, this is going to be your reading. Note that my readings are always timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you are meant to receive this guidance from Spirit. Also, these are general readings, so not everything will fit your situation. If it doesn't fit, please don't try to force it. Maybe select a different pile, okay? We're doing a dashboard reading for you, which means we're having a look at the energy surrounding you right now, presently, as you watch this video, or energies that might come in the near future. Okay, that way Spirit can give you the guidance that you need to hear to help you navigate your way through tough situations should they arise. Okay, all right. Calling on Archangel Metatron for your presence, guidance, and protection, and my spirit guides. Thank you so much for your presence, guidance, protection. Can you please help me read for group number 2, please, for their highest good? What do they need to know most in terms of life, love, and their finances or career? Thank you so much. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Okay, group number 2. This is quite a clear-cut message. I feel like you are in a situation where you're waiting for someone to change their ways. I feel like, the energy that's coming through right now is I feel like, you could be entangled in a relationship or enmeshed in a relationship where this person is kind of like really, cheating, or it could be a platonic or a romantic relationship. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like it could also be family. Okay, I feel like you have been working so hard on this person, hoping that you can help this person change their ways, and however, that is something that's going to keep you stuck. So very clear-cut message. There are some things that we can be patient for, that we can really hope for. No matter how much you invest in someone, if they are unable or if they are unwilling to help themselves, there is nothing that you can do, and it is not on you. Okay, your main focus in this life is to take care of you. You are number 1 in your life. Okay, and presently what's happening is that you are here, and that's not a fun place to be. With the 8 of Swords, I feel like you are allowing yourself to stick in this or stay in this situation because you're still hoping that one day this person will change, that one day this toxic behavior of this person will just dissipate. It won't happen unless that person is willing and really, fully decided that they will change. For some of you, this could be someone who's thieving, or someone who is, just really connected with dubious behavior, or this is someone who's quite confusing, thieving. I don't know, it's just popping. And know that for some of you, I feel like because an energy is coming through, that for some of you, that you are somewhat hoping that this person will change because you don't want them to get in trouble. So this could be a family member, could be your son, could be your husband, your best friend, or even just a roommate, a flatmate, anyone, or even in a relationship. But I feel like it is not you need to be reminded that it is not your responsibility. Sorry, so many downloads coming in. It is not your responsibility. Okay, you have met this person in this life. You shared your wisdom with them. You shared your concern for them. You shared love for this person. However, at the end of the day, their path is their path and your path is your path. And right now what is happening is you're kind of like halting or stopping your path. You aren't moving forward to where you need to be because you're stuck in the situation. And with that, you are kind of like restricting yourself from blooming. Okay, cut your losses. That is what this, in long story short, cut your losses. Okay, you do not have to stay in a situation where you feel like you are unappreciated, you're being deceived or whatnot. Okay, do not stay in this situation. 8 of Swords, you're blocking your own growth. You're blocking your own path. Okay, you can easily get out of this situation once you decide to do so. Okay, all right. Just needed to put that out there. I feel like that is a very important message for some of you. Just take it how it resonates. Okay, you got the gist. What about love, Spirit? What do they need to know most in terms of love, Spirit? 9 of Pentacles. It's a very cute card. Sorry, I laughed. The Chariot and the King of Pentacles. Okay, well, for some of you, you have been recently single, and I see, maybe this could be tied into this, okay? once you decide to move out of this, could be related to a romantic relationship, like I said. But once you decide to move out of it, it's gonna take a while. You see, I'm being drawn to the snail here, and of course, the snail is a slow-moving energy, right? But what is important here is the Nine of Pentacles speaks of you enjoying your singlehood, enjoying, you know, what life offers right now for you. Like I said earlier, you're number one, and you should be focusing on yourself. And I feel like you're going to a transition, you're going to experience that, okay? And I feel like you need to experience that, because for some of you, you have been really putting in a lot of energy on this other person, and you haven't really spent a lot of time focusing on your own needs. And I feel like, you know, it's not going to happen immediately. Group number two, it'll take time, but don't let that discourage you, because we have a Chariot over here, and the Chariot speaks of success moving forward. And we also have the King of Pentacles. You know, you're going to meet someone who's going to offer stability in your life, regardless if you're male or female. This is really not gender specific, but the King of Pentacles speaks of someone who is, you know, who's able to take care of you and themselves. You know what I mean? This is someone who knows how to balance things. This is someone who is able, who's like a good provider, okay, and will allow you to achieve your goals and be a better version of yourself. Okay, this is someone who can really make you happy in the end. Okay, so just hang on if you're just feeling a little down from everything that's going on. You know, the Chariot speaks of success. So as soon as you decide to move forward, and as soon as you decide to take the reins, it's kind of like tied into reading number one, but that is the energy that's coming through. You are going to get where you want to go. Okay, you're going to get everything, so long as you remove all of the blockages. It's preventing you from growing, preventing you from moving forward, and you have a lot of potential in your group number two. So, you know, just focus on yourself. Right. For now, just focus on yourself, your own needs, your own happiness, and, you know, treat yourself as if you were your own best friend, or treat yourself as if you were your own lover. So, yeah, do the best that you can for yourself, and eventually you will realize that, you know, whatever feelings you have experienced before in terms of like your self-worth, for some of you, I feel like you might have doubted your self-worth. You are going to realize that, you know, shoot, why was I thinking that about myself? I'm wonderful, I'm fabulous, you know. So just, yeah, focus on yourself, believe in yourself, and pamper yourself. I feel like that is what's really needed here, and enjoy the singlehood life. Okay, just because, you know, moving forward, you will meet someone who's going to show you the love, appreciation, and attention that you deserve. Okay, finances, Nine of Cups. Okay, good. The Sun, good. Three of Swords. Wow. Okay, what's happening here? So we have the Nine of Cups, which speaks of luxury, and the Sun speaks of happiness. But we also have the Three of Swords, which is kind of like a surprise. Okay, this, in terms of like finances or, you know, career, I feel like this speaks of more than anything else, not really heartbreak, okay, but the energy that's coming through here is could be rejection or loss. I feel like you could be enjoying a good position in your work right now, or in your business. Okay, the Nine of Cups speaks of someone who is basking in their, you know, who enjoys the luxuries of life. You're actually out there. You're living the life. Okay, we have the Sun, the happiness, and I feel like the Three of Swords here just speaks of some minor loss or minor rejection. Maybe, you know, maybe you're pitching to another client, and this client kind of like rejects you. Just be reminded of what you already have. Don't let this little loss or rejection that you might feel moving forward. Maybe you're vying for a promotion or whatnot, and you weren't given that. And what Spirit is saying is to just appreciate what you have right now, because, you know, be content. Okay, because that's the energy that's coming through here, contentment. You have beautiful cards, the Nine of Cups, and which speaks of your wish fulfillment, and the Sun. And but somehow maybe you're trying to move ahead in terms of your finances or your career, and, you know, you're not being given that yet. So Spirit just really wants you to appreciate what you have right now, enjoy what is already in your life, and, you know, do not feel dejected, do not feel discouraged. Maybe this is not just for you as of the moment, but who knows, maybe in the future it is. Okay, whatever you're vying for, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, or like a promotion or a raise or whatnot, you know, it's not bad to ask for a raise, but, you know, maybe assess the situation pragmatically, and just be appreciative of what you already have. Okay, I'm not saying just to just settle with what you have. Of course, if you're not getting enough, then go ahead and get that raise, right? But I see happiness in here, so I feel that you're contented, and perhaps this is just like you were just trying out, to see, to test the waters, if if you will be given the raise or whatnot. But I see you're still content and you're still happy. So just this minor rejection that you will feel, don't dwell too much on it, okay? And for your final advice, we have cherish every moment. Let spirit carry you forward. Yes. Okay? Kind of like tying in with everything, all right? I just want to say that, when you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy, that is one step away from being the Queen of Pentacles, which speaks of like having a family, being in a domestic partnership if that is what you want, okay, or basically being, because if you can see, because we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and like I said, it's just one step lower from the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you have the King of Pentacles here, and I just notice it now that it is coming to you, so long as you decide to move forward. But cherish the moment that you have right now. Cherish this, because what you're doing right now is you're focusing. What you should be doing right now is you should be focusing on yourself and enjoying your time, enjoying your alone moment, and just appreciate every single piece of your body. If some of you are, unfortunately, in a relationship with someone who kind of like made you feel unworthy, this is a time for you to heal all of that. Heal, heal, heal. Move out away from this. Focus on yourself and appreciate what you already have. Very simple, straight cut messages for you, group number 2. I hope this reading helped you in any way. If it did, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to converse with you. Or if not, you can just consider giving this video a like or subscribe to my channel for future readings like this. Thank you so much, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye! Hello there, beautiful beings, from group number 3, who chose the clear quartz crystal or the journey of the sacred bee tarot. This is going to be your reading. Please be reminded, my readings are always timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you're meant to receive this guidance from spirit. Also, these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you in your situation, so please only take what does and leave the rest behind, okay? So today we're asking spirit for guidance for energies surrounding you right now or coming in the near future, so that you may be given guidance, okay, to navigate your way through it flawlessly, all right? Thanks so much, angels and spirit guides. I'm truly grateful for your presence, protection, and guidance. Calling on Archangel Metatron. Please help me read for group number 3. Group number 3, please. What do they need to know most? Oopsies. We have the Sun. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords. Gosh, I don't know what is it with the energy of the collective right now, but I feel like everything is somehow connected. Like all 3 readings right now, it's just somehow, it's kind of like a flashback, or time is linear anyway, but I feel like all the messages or the energies coming through are kind of like really intertwined. Okay, Seven of Swords actually speaks of betrayal here. I feel like there was a betrayal that has happened to you recently, and you're doing your best to see the beauty in the situation. I know that's kind of really weird to say, but I feel like you're doing your really best to identify the things that you need to learn, or perhaps you are more advanced, because what I'm sensing is that you are very spiritual and you're connected to your guides. I feel like you somewhat meditate, maybe you even read the tarot yourself, but the energy that's coming through is there was some sort of betrayal. Doesn't really matter if it's love or like friendship, but somebody really made you feel awful. You feel like you were deceived. Somebody lied to you. Somebody cheated. Somebody stole from you. And what you're doing right now is just focusing on yourself and you're resting, okay? Because we have the Four of Swords here, and I feel like this is beautiful because there's purity in that, okay? Instead of like retaliating to this other person, perhaps maybe it crossed your mind, but to take revenge or something like that. but you decided to choose purity. And I feel like, with that, you're healing, you're really consciously healing yourself, and therefore you will find the happiness that you're looking for. If happiness was lost in your situation because of this betrayal, this deceit, this be, really deceptive, manipulative, bad behavior that has happened, trust that everything is moving as they should. Okay, everything is happening in divine timing, and the happiness that you felt like you have lost, maybe this could be with someone. I don't know, because I'm just being drawn to the 2B, so I feel like this is someone that you created a lot of happy memories with the honey being here. It was sweet and all of that, and you felt like you might not get that again. I feel like you're really working your hardest and you're really striving hard to be at that state of mind again. And the way for you to experience that, or to get to there, is to rest. Okay, and yeah, just don't focus on the Seven of Swords energy, because really, if you decide to get entangled in that kind of energy, I feel like the more you focus on it, you won't be able to heal. The more that you focus on it, you are basically just attracting more of that energy, and we don't want that. Okay, anyone who's deceptive, manipulative, someone who's narcissist, we don't want that in our lives. So just move away from that situation, take the rest that you need, recuperate, heal, and you'll find happiness. Okay, whatever it is that's happening in your life, take it how it resonates. I feel like that is a very universal answer or universal reading. It doesn't matter if it's a platonic or a romantic relationship, you will get happiness. Okay, in terms of love, we have the Hermit. Okay, we have Strength. Oh, okay, 2 cards want to come out. We have the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Okay, here's what's happening right now, group number 2. I feel like you are, similarly with the 4 of Swords, right? Resting, recuperating, healing. I feel like you're also doing a lot of introspection right now with the Hermit card showing up here. And you're pulling in a lot of strength, self-love, and strength coming in from deep within yourself. I feel like you're really focusing on all of that while you are in this hermit mode. So you could not be going out right now, and that's not a problem. It's okay. Do what you need to do to grieve, to heal, and once you recover the strength that you have within you, perhaps you lost it somewhat because of this thing, or somehow it's really connected, but once you do that, then it's time for you to take action. Okay, it's time for you to move. This actually speaks of swiftness. So I feel like as soon as you decide, because the 3 of Cups in the traditional tarot speaks of like companionship with maybe a group of people, celebration, friendships, and finding happiness and joy in your life. And I feel like as soon as you heal, all of these things will just really fall into place. Do you know what I mean? Very swift, very fast. It's a fast moving energy. And I feel like, really, to be honest, I feel like you're someone who's very spiritually inclined. You're advanced in the spiritual sense, so you already know how to heal yourself. And maybe you're just maybe you were just drawn to watch this video to kind of like revalidate, to kind of like really validate if what you're doing right now is what you should be doing. And Spirit is just saying that yes, continue doing what you're doing. The universe is rooting for you. The universe is rooting for your happiness. You deserve it. And I see you being very diligent in your healing, and that is very, very important, because once we go into another relationship and we're still hurt, we usually hurt the other person. So you're kind of like cutting. Maybe this could also speak of like ancestral wounds, and you're healing your own ancestry in a way. So instead of moving on to the next relationship and inadvertence. Oh, what's that word that I'm trying to say? And inadvertently, is that a word? um, Instead of moving on to a next relationship and not really consciously trying to hurt the other person, but since you are not healed, then you might cause another hurt to another person. So just be mindful of that and just focus on your healing right now and focus on yourself. For your finances, we have 4 of Wands, and here it speaks perfected work. Okay, so you are in a stable job right now. Let's see what else is coming. Okay, the Knight of Discs. Okay, all right, let's see. And the Hanged One. Okay, so I feel that you are in a stable workplace, stable, your finances are stable right now. But at the same time, there might be a job offer that's coming in. Okay, a job offer, a raise. Okay, this is, the Knight of Discs or the Knight of Pentacles speaks of, you improving the situation that you already have. Although this is perfected work and you're happy and you're stable and you're gaining a lot of money, there's always this chance to find a better opportunity out there. And I feel like you're seeking that right now. The Hanged One is the Hanged Man, okay? And this energy speaks of someone who's seeing things from a different perspective, okay? Maybe you need to, I don't know, reassess your work situation. If you feel like you already perfected it, does that mean that you have, hit the ceiling and you feel like you're not growing anymore? So, take, like if someone comes in and gives, or perhaps you're just really going out there and seeking out other opportunities to check if, if they're, your, kind of like appraise yourself in a way, just to find out if, if you're still sellable. Sometimes we do that, if we are in a stable work, and sometimes we feel like, okay, maybe I can earn more money, or if I can get more growth in a different company, then we try to apply. That happens, okay, we try to apply, we send out the CVs, and then we realize, okay, I'm this worth. So I feel like you could also be just wondering about your value right now. But if a job offer comes in and you're not fully decided whether you want to leave your situation, your work right now, because you have already perfected it, like this card says, or you're already stable in it, and you're celebrated in this work environment, try to consider things, see things from a different perspective, okay? That is what the Hanged One is saying, okay? Maybe it's time for you to let go, just evaluate the situation, okay? Maybe you were just really trying out the waters or testing out the waters, and then, boom, you're given this beautiful opportunity. But just write down your pros and cons before you make a decision, because sometimes it's okay to be very comfortable in your current job, in your current position. However, what I'm sensing is, you're kind of like really looking for growth, and once you are in your comfort zone, it is very difficult to move away from it. Do you know what I mean? So for some of you, you might be apprehensive to take this new job offer, or to take this, promotion, this whatever it is that's coming through you, to you. At the end of the day, we're here to learn, we're here to grow. So yes, everything might be comfortable right now in this position, but maybe there's something out there that's more challenging and more fulfilling for you, and will allow you to expand your knowledge, expand your horizons, maybe be sent out to a different country. For some of you, I feel like relocation is possible. So maybe, some sacrifices might be needed to be done in terms of, the connections that you have right now. So maybe that's one of the things that are kind of like pulling you back. So that is a very specific message for someone out there. So just really assess the situation. Like I said, what I do whenever you're faced with a situation that's quite difficult, I write down the pros and cons, and at the end of the day, I look at them with a clear mind and meditate on the answers, and I realize, I finally come to a conclusion. Okay, maybe it's time for me to move on. Okay, so I hope that helps. As a final advice for group number, group number 3, you're given 3 cards. Oh, 4. Okay, let's see. We have bask in silence, away with the noise of thoughts. Okay, similarly to what I was saying earlier, sometimes we need to be in our solitude in order for us to hear our inner selves. And I feel like you're doing that right now with the Hermit card. Okay, you are assessing the situation deeper, and yeah, tying in with your spirituality, I feel like you know what you're doing. Roses have thorns. Pain can be an awakening call. Yes, 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 yes. Sometimes we need to let go of the things that are hurting us, not because we don't love them anymore, but because we love ourselves more. We need to release the things that, we feel like are worth fighting for, but at the end of the day, you have to put yourself first. It's a weird thing, but this whole reading, like all 3 readings, have kind of like the same tune. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Path of success. Choosing direction is your right. Yes, connected with this one, okay? How you move forward with your life in terms of your career, academics, or whatnot, it is your choice, ultimately. And like I said, in order for, Spirit just really wants you to assess the situation, reevaluate the situation before you move forward, and, you know, just to give you a guide on how you can better prepare yourself for when you decide to make, or for when you actually make the decision, okay? And then your final word of advice is fruit of happiness, moments or life's blossoming buds. Basically, this tells me to just focus on the happiness in your life, okay? Sometimes we overlook the things that makes us happy. We overlook the things that um, are important to us because we focus on other people. And I feel like that could be something that you are doing. You could be very empathetic, and yeah, for some of you, you really are empaths, and maybe that ties in with your spirituality. But I feel like, you also need to, how do I say that? You also need to benefit, okay, from your practice, if that makes sense. Perhaps you're like me, you're doing free readings, okay, for people out there, but sometimes you need to read for yourself too, and I feel like I need to do that. So maybe this message is for me, right? But um, yeah, every moment in our life, we it is an opportunity for us to find happiness. It's just a matter of looking at things at a different perspective, okay? So, something might hurt you now, but in the near future, you realize, oh my gosh, that really needed to happen in order for me to seek this new opportunity, or maybe that really needed to happen because I'm going to face a much larger task at hand, and I really needed the skill to overcome it. And because that thing happened, then I am able to move forward. And you might not know it now, but in the future, that will make you happy. I hope this makes sense. Yeah, really, most of my readings really don't make sense to me, but I know there are people out there who needed to hear this. So, yes, there you go. That is my reading for you, group number 3. I hope this resonated in some way and it helped you in some way. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. Or you can just also give this video a like if it resonated with you. That can really help out with the algorithm and my readings to reach more people. Thank you so much for being here. If you appreciated this video, kindly subscribe to my channel for future tarot readings, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye!